Hey, what's going on? It's Kyle from kyleshowto.com, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can get started with landing pages and emails and all kinds of stuff to do with digital marketing, right? So I'm showing you an all-in-one platform that's super easy to use and get started with for beginners, especially for like absolute beginners that don't know how to program a website, don't know how to set up like email marketing and all that good stuff. So we're going to dive right into that, and I'm going to give you a basic overview today. I'm not going to go into great detail today, but I'm going to give you a basic overview of how easy this software is to use and implement. So if you're getting into affiliate marketing or digital marketing in general, you will know that one of the biggest problems that beginning affiliate marketers have is they need a website or a landing page, squeeze page. There's a bunch of different names for a website, and a landing page aren't the same thing. We're not going to get into details about stuff like that, but I am going to show you how you can get an email address set up, or not an email address, an email list set up so that you can market to an email list as well as a landing page. Now, these are probably the two biggest, most important things when it comes to digital marketing. You should definitely, like if you went to ClickBank and you've already kind of decided, what niche you're gonna promote and what product maybe that you're going to promote, the next step is not to worry about traffic. The next step is to worry about setting your landing page up and your email autoresponders and things like that up, because email is very important. I can't stress that enough. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So in the email that I sent you, you might have got an email from me. Maybe you signed up for a free ebook. Maybe you found me on YouTube. Whatever the case is, in the email, if you found me that way, the 30-day trial for Getresponse will be in that initial email. So make sure you click that link to get your 30-day free trial. You try out the whole platform for 30 days free. And then if you found me on YouTube, normal YouTube, links down in the description. And if you find me on a YouTube ad, click the learn more or whatever button. So let's get right into this. So go to getresponse.com. As you can see, this is the home page. I'm gonna go ahead and log in. If you're not logged in, you should go ahead and log in. And this is the home page once you log in. Now, before we get started, we need to set a few very basic things up. Over here in the far right top corner is the user account picture. Click on that and go to manage account. And basically what we're looking here is to make sure our account details are correct. So go through all of those, make sure this is correct, make sure this is your correct email. And then you want to go over here on the left-hand side to email addresses. And you want to make sure that this email address is the email address you would like to send your emails from. Now, if you notice, the email address that I have in here right now is kyle@kyleshowto.com. This is a domain that I own, and it's an email that's set up with that domain. Now, Getresponse on pretty much any email marketing platform is going to recommend that you use an email from a domain that you use. The reason being is because it's far less likely to end up in the spam folder, and that's the last place you want to end up, is in your prospect's spam folder. So if you can set that up that way, it's not hard to do. You can YouTube it, whatever. But if not, a Gmail or a Hotmail or Yahoo Mail or whatever kind of mail will most likely work. Just make sure you test it out. So let's get started. That's all you need to do there. Let's get started. I'm going to go back to this. I click this little envelope on the very left to go back to the home page. And let's start with making an email list. So right here, as you can see, is list. Click on that. And this is your current email list. Now, as you can see, I've got several lists. Each of them do something a little bit different. Typically, the way people structure lists is, they might have one offer that they're promoting, and then it's got an email follow-up sequence. And then like maybe they have another offer that's, different niche or whatever. So it requires a different follow-up sequence. so on and so forth. So you'll have different email lists. So let's go ahead and create a new list right here. So click that button, and I'm going to pretend that we're using that we've decided to promote the Cinderella solution in ClickBank, for instance. So Cinderella underscore solution. I'm gonna just do 130. Okay, so the reason that I put Cinderella solution first of all is because the name of the list, you should name it to where it's relevant to what, you know, the offer's about. So this offer is about the Cinderella solution. Actually, let me rename that. Let's do weight underscore loss 130. Why did I put the 130 and the underscore? Well, it doesn't accept spaces. You know, you can put an underscore instead. And then the 130 is just to make sure that it doesn't conflict with a list that someone else created, because, you know, it has to be different lists. So we're going to go ahead and click create. And so as you can see there, we are created with our list. Now you can go over here in this row on the far right and hover over that and hit settings. And as you can see, here's the list settings. And then we have weight loss 130 for the list name, list title. I'm going to just put variation 1. I'm not going to put a description. So the title, you know, the customer won't see that. The list name, they will, when they sign up for it, they will see that list name. So make sure it's not like obscene or anything. But the list title, they won't see. Nor will they see the list description. Category, just I leave that blank or the way it is. Default language English. Your address will show up here. Whatever your business address is, that's just the way it is. I'm pretty sure you have to show that when you're doing commercial email. And then you don't need to worry about this logo. Just leave it blank. Leave the rest of this stuff blank. And click Save General Settings. Scroll back up to the top. Go to subscription. Turn this option off because it will just let you know every single time someone subscribes to your list, which I don't like that. Leave these two off. Leave that default. Leave everything default. You don't need to index it in a search engine. And then save. Go back to the top. Confirmation message. Just leave that default. That default. I mean, you can change the subject line. I'm just doing a rough overview here, so a lot of this stuff we're just doing default. And then from address, whatever email address you want to send it from. So whatever email address will show up in your customer's inbox. And you do have to validate that email address that you actually own that, so you can't just go around sending emails from whoever you want. I know it would be kind of cool, but yeah, you can't do it. And so everything else default save. Okay, so that is it as far, I'm gonna go back home. That is it as far as setting up a basic email list. Now, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? I mean, I gotta be honest, like, super easy. Pretty much everything default, we just set the title and description, or the name and the just title. My bad. I'm having a little bit of trouble here today. But anyways, so we can go back to list and we can see that our new list, weight loss 130, is right here. We don't have any contacts in it at the moment, but hopefully we will before long. So we're going to cut to the second part of this video. We're going to build a landing page now. All right, guys, it's time to build our landing page finally. The main moment you've been waiting for. This is the main hang up of most affiliates. And I'm going to show you how easy it actually is. So we're at the home page once again. And so we're going to go up to menu up here on the left. And then we're going to go down to landing pages. Okay. So right here is where all of your landing pages will display. And what I'm going to do, these are ones that I've already created on this account, but I'm going to just leave those alone, and I'm going to go ahead and click Create Landing Page. Okay, and This is one that I already had in there, but I'm going to disregard that and press create new. So if that pops up, all that means is that you left your previous one unsaved and you can restore it if you want. But I'm going to start from scratch, or well, not from scratch. We're going to do it with a template on this one. In the future videos that I'm going to do, we'll build them from scratch and we'll make them totally customizable. It's super easy, trust me. So let's get to it. On the left or right here, on the right, you can see all the main different templates. There's all kinds of them. I mean, I can scroll forever. I mean, look how many different ones there are. Like, so many of them. So you have all kinds of options. Super easy to do. All you got to do is edit them. On the left, you have your categories of templates. So general, sign up and registration, promotion, blah, 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 blah. We're just going to do a simple one. Sign up and registration. Let that load. And we're going to come down here and I'm going to just use this template here. And then you'll input the name that you want to name your template. I'm going to just name this, here, let's see, Cinderella _ solution and next step. You can name it whatever you want. The little monster's going to chew up some HTML for you for a second. Yeah, I code HTML too. I like to do it. Pretty fun, actually. Anyways, so as you can see, this looks quite nice already. It's got all these different sections in there and all these different divs. I won't get too technical on you. But anyways, literally all you have to do, this isn't a advanced editor, like something like a WordPress editor. It's not quite like a WordPress editor, but it's very, very similar. And it's literally drag and drop. All you got to do, double click on the text. You want to, replace the text. So since we're pretending to do the Cinderella solution, I'm not actually doing it. It's just something I chose. I'm gonna put. Let's see. What should we put? Not great at thinking of copyright right off the top of my head. Let's just do the diet plan that melted my fat like chocolate. Actually, that's pretty decent, I think. It might be alright. As you can see, when you're going left to right, you can see these auto aligners, so that tells you right there in the center going up and down, whoops, that it's in the center of the page. And it's also got like the pixel things like up above here that tell you how many pixels is on each side. Not real important, just put it where you want it, basically. This is a logo. You can replace this. I'll show you a little example. I have my logo right here. Let's just click use, and you can widen this. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah, that photo's too big. I would have to put a different section around that. I'll just go ahead and delete that. But for this tutorial, let's just do a text logo. I'm gonna put my business name, Kyle's How To, and I'll just go ahead and center that, and boom, just like that. Okay, so you want to make the text bigger, you double click it and highlight, and you can, right here, you can increase the text size or you can decrease it. Very, very simple. You can also change the color right here to whatever color you wish. Super, super simple. I'll leave it there. You can also highlight, like, let's say you wanted to turn the how to green. I mean, it'd look horrible, but you just highlight the word you want to change to the different color, and then you can go green, hit OK. Boom, as you can see, very, very simple. You know, you double click it like this, hit underline, boom, it's underlined. Do it again, it's not underlined. So, you know, bold, so unbold, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, let me show you something else. I'll double click this and see how the top and the bottom line are a little too close. You can do the line height right here. Boom, 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 boom. Simple, simple, simple. All right, so that's literally all you do is replace the text. I do not regret this program one bit. Horrible, horrible copyright, but I'm just showing you how to replace the text. Okay, and you have your name, email. You could remove one of them if you wanted to, but I'll just leave them. Typically, you want to get the name and the email so you can make your emails personalized. So I would say always collect the name. You know, don't make it required, but just I would collect it. And you can change the text in this input. You could say first name, right? And same thing over here. You could change that if you wanted to. Down to the submit button, you can double click right there. You could say send me the ebook. Like if you're giving an ebook away, you can adjust the size of the width and the height of the button, size of the text, font of the text. I mean, all kinds of different options for you there. And all this other stuff right here you can change. Typically, when I run a offer, I run them as lead magnets. So what that means is I typically give something away for free in return for the prospect's email address. And typically, like this right here, it's just too much for that. Usually, all I'll put is like, you know, maybe like this right in here, and that's about it. Maybe I might put a little picture of the ebook somewhere, maybe down below or something. But typically, you want your input fields like your name and email to be above the fold, which means, you know, they don't have to scroll any to see it. That way, you know, there's no chance that they won't see it. Some people get confused, you know, like it would surprise you, make sure you label your buttons correctly because some people just don't know to click them. You know, it's simple things like that. The simple things in marketing matter the most. Trust me on that. Anyways, you can also go right here to mobile and just hit OK, let's go mobile. Like once you're done messing with the other one. And right here, like if something's out of line, all you got to do is line it up. If like the text is too small or too big, just adjust it and it will make it responsive across mobile and desktop. So that's really cool. So yeah, you can go back and forth there. You can also make a split test. If you've ever heard of split testing, you know, you can do A/B testing. There's like Google A/B testing, like all, you know, you've probably heard of it because, you know, one headline might work better than another headline. So you might want to make like several different variations. So you can go variation A, B, C. But don't get confused on that. In fact, just forget it. I'm just telling you like the extra things you can do. For now, all you need to worry about is just getting the simple landing page set up. Let me just exit out of these other ones. I shouldn't even have brought that up. So this first one right here is like the original landing page where it's the opt-in page where they're going to opt in to get on your mailing list. And then once they click the send me the ebook, it's going to send them to the second page, the thank you page. And, you just change the text. Like if you send an ebook, you could say, thanks for downloading your ebook. It's on the way, right? And then, you can boom, and then center, and then, size it where you want it, whatever. Not going into great detail. I'm pretty sure you can figure that out. It's super, super easy. It's a lot easier than coding, but I do like coding. And like, there's other things, you can add like a countdown timer. Typically on this page, this is where your offer is going to be. So you're going to have your lead magnet, and then you're going to have your offer. You can run these a lot of different ways, but generally people have like a lead magnet, and then afterwards they have an offer. And you might be saying, well, what if they don't want my lead magnet? Well, you want to make your lead magnet to where people are gonna definitely want it. You want it to be really enticing, so you're gonna have to do your research on the copywriting and stuff like that. And if it's an enticing lead magnet, people will definitely want it that are interested in that niche. So no worries there. They'll opt in, and then they'll go to the next offer page. And so let me show you the next step. So like after you get these 2 pages the way you want them, you can preview it right here, and it'll load to like show you what it actually will look like. And yeah, I know I stuck that countdown timer in there and I didn't set it, so yeah, it's not counting down. But I wanted to make this tutorial a little bit shorter and sweeter. But anyways, yeah, this is what the preview looks like what it'll look like when it's published. And so we can exit out of that and go back over here to the editor. We can hit save. It's going to save it. Okay. And then next step. And then, we need to, let's see. Usually it wants you to preview the mobile version before you proceed. But it's cool if you don't. Like, as long as you check both of them and they look good. If they don't look good, you can go back and edit it later. So, landing page settings, check this out. So, now you've got the form, you got the opt-in form with the name and the email. Now, what you need to do is hook that opt-in form to your email list that you just created, that we created in the first part of this video. So, here's the page title. Let me show you what a page title is. The page title will appear up here in the tab. Doesn't really matter, not for opt-ins, it really doesn't. Just, put it whatever's relevant. Cinderella solution. Description, you don't need it. It's a meta description. When you're doing like SEO and stuff for Google and stuff, that definitely does matter. But in this case, it doesn't, especially if you're using paid traffic. Let's see. I just usually leave all this default. You don't need to index in search engines under normal circumstances, especially if you're using paid ads. Landing page URL settings. Okay, so you can pick on the right hand side, you can pick different domains. You can even have your own, but I'm not going to get into the scope of that right now because it's a more advanced topic. So you can pick gr8.com, subscribemenow.com, getresponsepages.com. I usually pick the gr8, it's short, and you can name this left side whatever you want. You can name it Cinderella.gr8.com. It might be taken, I don't know. Just leave this stuff alone for now, especially if you're new. Subscription settings. Okay, choose list. This is the most important part. This is connecting your landing page, like your little opt-in form, to your email list. This is the connection, so pay attention. All right. Choose list. Now, as you recall, when I clicked list earlier in the first part of the video, I had like 4 different email lists, right? And then we created that extra one, the Cinderella solution, or the weight loss. We named it weight loss 130. Do you remember? Okay, good. So that's the one we're wanting to hook it to. So we just click that. Choose list, weight loss 130, done. Confirmed opt-in, turn that off. You're going to get less emails if you have that on. The reason, like what confirmed opt-in is when someone opts into your list, basically it won't go into your list until Getresponse sends a confirmation saying, hey, you're gonna, like, to the customer, hey, you're gonna have to confirm that you actually want on this list, so they have to click the button again. So just turn that off. That way, as soon as they put their name and their email and hit submit or whatever, they're in your list right off the bat. Okay? Add into the cycle on day. We're not going to worry about that right now. That's autoresponder stuff and automation stuff. A day of cycle, you just ignore it for right now. It'll just confuse you. All this other stuff, just hit publish. Okay. And failed to save settings. Oh. Let's just, okay, see, there's probably another page called Cinderella. Let's do 824, just random number. Okay. We'll go back down here, publish. like I said, you can pick whatever you want, but if it's already taken, it won't work. Okay, now it's published. So now we can go back to landing pages and let's view it as an actual published page, all right? So there it is, Cinderella Solution. There's our URL. That's the URL you will share to your friends or your whoever you're trying to get, like on Facebook, whatever, trying to get to opt into your email list, or that's the URL, like when you're running Google ads or Facebook ads or whatever ads, that's the URL you send that traffic to. I hope you understand that. So I'm gonna right click and then open a new tab, and we're gonna take a look at it. And I know the logo looks like crap, but I was just showing you. But as you can see, boom, it's there, it's live. Anyone in the world can view it. So that is how you set up an email list and a landing page and hook them together. I hope that made sense to you. If not, shoot me a message or something. Leave a comment down on YouTube or reply to the email. Say, hey, this didn't make sense. And I will try my best to help you out. That is my goal here. I'm trying to get people that are beginners and they don't really know how to do this stuff. I'm trying to show you how to do it. And I'm trying to show you that it's not that overwhelming. You can make this stuff a lot harder than what it actually is. But as you see, I just set that up. And that's the main hump that most affiliate, like 99% of like all people that are trying affiliate market, they can't get over that hump. And it's like, are you kidding me? But yeah, super, super simple. Anyone can do it. And you can too. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you comment down below. If you have any questions, shoot me a comment, shoot me a message, shoot me an email, whatever. If you have me on Facebook, message me, whatever. If you like the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It helps the YouTube algorithm and a bunch of other stuff. And then also, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and you will get all the new videos that I'm coming out with. I'm going to be going in depth in a lot of this stuff on Getresponse that a lot of these other YouTubers just simply aren't covering, and it just doesn't make sense. The reason I'm making these videos is because I watched a lot of those Getresponse videos, and there's a lot of missing pieces. So I'm trying to fill those gaps for you. Okay, so, well, I'm signing off, and as always, thanks for watching.